Good afternoon, Back 40 friends. Well, I thought I'd share with you today's Big Iron's Back 40 adventures. And you'll notice from some of my other videos that the shop looks similar, the portable shop, but I did tear it down last night and reconfigured it to accommodate this Nissan. If you saw one of my other videos this holiday weekend, Memorial Day weekend, I had to tow that Nissan home. We lost I believe it to be the distributor, and so we're going to drop one of those in next weekend. We got it on order, should be here midweek next week. Anyway, so I just kind of consolidated and got it ready for this. You'll notice the Tundra is all done. New radiator, new master cylinder, new brakes all the way around, rotors, drums, pads, shoes, hardware in the brake drum area. And I also painted it. Now, had some rust going on, especially the undercarriage. Put a new front end on it. And so I've got the OEM paint color and some clear coat. And because the old paint was a little faded, I couldn't really blend it, so I had to do the whole truck. So you're looking at a fresh paint job by Big Iron right there. Now, this ain't the first truck or vehicle I've ever rattle canned, but I at least attempted to get the OEM color for it. So I just did that today, and I started filming several hours ago. Come to find out, my memory was full, so I've been trying to transfer old videos to a hard drive somewhere. That's been not fun doing that, but trying to make space so I can continue to video here. So I got done with it, tore all my all the paper and blankets and whatnot just to cover the windows, to tape it off. Just tore all that off. Took me a little water break just now, and I'm getting ready to put a headache rack on this thing. So these trucks, as you've seen in kind of one of my first videos, I carry a lot of firewood. Between the Tundra and the Nissan, I can get about a quart of firewood between the two of them. And inevitably, I end up either me or one of the kids or somebody blowing a tail light out, or I think I blew out the back window one time. So I'm putting this little headache rack on here, and this is kind of a universal fit, but I'm messing with it right now, and it's pretty heavy duty. So anyway, I thought I'd film that activity, putting this thing together. And I didn't want to film during the painting just because, you know, this is my paint room right here, an easy up outside, just like everything else at the Big Iron Back 40. It's all a redneck everything around here. So I didn't want to have my camera out and all the mics and everything and have getting paint all over them. So anyway, finish that up. I'm gonna put this headache rack on, and we'll see how that goes. I just broke it open, laid all the nuts and bolts over here in the office, and getting everything laid out. What I was in the middle of when I was trying to film earlier, let me turn my little robot on here so you can follow me a little bit. And power on, there we go. Are you gonna follow me over here? Yep, there we go. Anyway, I was in the middle of talking about getting the wife a new car. I had a whole long dissertation about us hoping that you guys would pipe in what your thoughts are on a new car. I got it narrowed down to a Lexus, Acura, or a Subaru. Now that's a pretty big paintbrush, but we had the minivans for a decade and a half. We've had the SUVs. So we like to go back to the granny, big proverbial Cadillac cars. And I was looking at the Lexus LS 500, I believe is what it is. And so I want powertrain, all-wheel drive, and some comfort. When I looked that up, that thing's got a lot of comfort. So we don't necessarily have to have all of that, but powertrain and good suspension, that'd be nice. Uh, the Acuras, pretty good. We've had Subarus over the years, and they've been real good, dependable. And obviously, they're not as classy as a Lexus as far as the suspension and whatnot, but they do have a pretty powerful, I think it's a 6-cylinder in that Legacy sedan. We want sedans, but we want reliability more than anything. So we feel like narrow it down to those three cars. Anyway, I had a big old long dissertation in my last video that didn't get recorded. And so if anybody does respond to this, it'd be nice to give your opinion. Those are the three we're looking at: Lexus, Acura, Subaru. And anyway, if you got an opinion on that, love to hear from you. Well, I've just about wore myself out doing this paint job, but I do need to get this rack on here. I got to do a dump run. Our trash cans are pretty full, and it's been a while since we've been to the dump, so I need to wrap this up so I can load all the trash in this thing and make a dump run. So let's get going. I'm a little tired, so it's been a long day doing all this, and then not to mention I literally spent hours trying to upload the videos off of that phone onto an old phone so it can make room. So what do we got here? We got our instructions. Assembling the rack. I need a bolt M10 60 and lock nut and washer M10. Assemble the washers before and after the rack. Okay. So let's see here. M10. Put the assembly onto the bed. Adjust the mounting base to the desired position. Okay. So which one's the M10? There's two M10s. One's a 4, one's a 45, one's a 60. So, I'm assuming the 60 would be the bigger. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see here. Oh, no. These are different. Yeah, those are a little different. Let's see here. 2. Let's see here. We got 3 of these. 4 of those. So it's showing 2 apiece in there. I only got 3. Oh, you were hiding. Found you. Okay. So M, what did it say on the washers? M10 washer. M10. Man, they're all M10s. Okay, M10, bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller, bigger. Okay, so these ones are a little bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And let's grab the nuts here. Boom. Nope, not. Wait, is it that one? Nope, not that one. There we go. Did that say lock? Let's see here. Oh, lock nut, not lock washer. Lock nut. Okay, we got 1. Boom. 2, 3. Well, I laid it all out here. I've got 3 lock nuts in my hand, and I'm not seeing a 4th one. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's go over this way. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's that 4th one at? Just like everything else, absolutely 100% Jim at the factory. So it's going to go. Let's do some body work. I think I have a punch in here. We'll knock that out. Oh man, belly, you non-punch hole punching whoever. Alrighty. Let's see that there. Boom. Shakalaka. Got it. Billy thought he'd pull it over on me. He didn't make it. You don't know how we run here at the ranch. Big irons, back 40. Come on. Anyway, we had the kids come out and visit, and that was a really good time. And we didn't even think, well, we went to town. Technically, we went to town twice. I had to when we did that big iron rescue mission on my truck. So I had to, my son decided to leave 2 buckets of bungees and straps and tow straps over at Wolf Mountain. And so I had to go buy 2 new straps. So I had to go to town for that. And the other time we went to town, we went to church. Oop, a little too much. There we go. Look at that, huh? Nice. Okay, let's slide her in. Let's see what we got. Let's see here. Man, is that going to hit my truck? Nope, it is short. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, they have several different ways you can fasten this thing. One of them you can put in the stake pockets. It kind of binds up and grabs it. I'm thinking I might like that one. It looks pretty centered. Boom. I don't know if you could tell. Let's grab a tape measure. Make sure this thing's centered up. Okay. If you don't hear from me in a week, it means I just fell off this ladder. Oop, look at that. Made it. All right. Now, get me a socket or a box wrench. That'll work too. Let me think here. I got the, let's do that. Let's do the socket. Let's see which one of these. I know I said socket, I meant box wrench. Let's see which one of these works. Nope. Went one too small. What? Are you telling me? There we go. Oh, yeah. there. I wonder if I have a, I don't think I got a, I wonder if I could do it like that. I bet I could. Got a bug on me. Okay. Let's figure out where this thing needs to be. That ain't gonna work. Nope. Let me think. There we go. We're going to use that T-handle right there. Boom. This is my table. Got it all ready for the all right. We're working on that Nissan. All right, before I drop these in my driveway, I'm going to put these up. And we're going to get up there and make sure that's centered. Want to make sure this thing is still recording, and it is. There we go. All right, let's center this thing up. Too much, too much, too much. Two and just a smidgen. Two and a quarter. Nope. Right there, right there. Two. Yeah, I don't think I can get it closer than that. Did I do it the, oh my word, did I leave that? So I got that one, I got that one. What did I do with that box wrench? Anybody see what I did with it? Great. Yeah. Oh yeah. Boom. See if I can get that on film. Me crashing. There it is. You always set it down where you don't want it. Number one rule. Always do that. I think I want to attempt to do this out here first. Okay. Man. Wrong one. There we go. Got it. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that, huh? Now where you going? You ain't going nowhere, are you? All right. Well, let's see. For Memorial Day, we don't have much planned. I know that when I was a kid growing up, I remember my grandma would always take me to the cemetery and visit our ancestors. Now I know that I'm not really visiting ancestors, but the idea is that we're, yeah, is that we are, remembering them, honoring them. Yeah. And so we'd go and visit them, and at the family cemetery down in Skiatook, where all the Searses are buried, most of them. We'd go visit our ancestors there, and so those are fond memories I had on my Memorial Day. You're like, I went to the cemetery. Is that a fond memory? Well, just learning about who my kinfolk were and hearing the stories from them and hopefully carrying them down. And so those are fond memories that I have anyway. Seriously? There we go. Yeah. Ooh. One of the ancestors we got is there in the Sears Cemetery down in Skiatook is Captain Henry. He was a Confederate cavalry captain in the Civil War, and he's buried there. And then his son and Joseph Hardin Bennett daughter, they married, and they had a son, my great grandpa, who I knew 20 years before he passed away. What's cool is he knew Captain Henry. Captain Henry was his grandpa, and he knew him and heard stories from him growing up, bouncing on his knee, Civil War stories. And I heard those stories from my grandpa. So not too many people can say they're now it's more than two generations, but from the man that served to his grandson, mouth to ear, and then from his mouth to my ear, two generations, direct from the Civil War stories. Not everybody can say that one. Oh my word. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Ow. There we go. Does that look straight? I think it is. It looks about as straight as I want to get it anyway. It does look like it could go a little bit, but I ain't going to change it. Looks good. I like it. Okay. Anyway, got any fond stories of your ancestors for Memorial Day? I know a lot of people do the remember the military folks, which I think we should. But I do have lots of kinfolk that didn't necessarily serve in the military, but they did serve this country by raising cattle and baling hay and going to work and keeping the juggernaut that is America moving forward. I like to remember them folk. Why does that say 12? And this one's 12. Is that a 12? I have two 12s. I have two 12s in here. So where's my 10 at? Where is my 10? What is that? Bear with me just a minute here. Hey, that's 11, like it says. It's a 12. It's a third. Well, here's a 10, but it's not the one that goes there. Another set. That ain't no good. Where's my 10 at? Here it is. Found it. I know this is lots of fun watching me look for a 10 millimeter socket. But just things we do here. All right. So we got that all squared up. Now, how am I going to fasten it? I like to do it in these stake pockets here, that version. You got clamps, and then you can also drill. I don't really want to drill into the bed, the railing. So it'd be nice if that what's the foam? Uh-oh. Was I supposed to use that? Sorry, I'm reading. All right, here's the bed railing one. So we got this, and it says foam pad. I ain't got no foam pad. What the heck? All right, stake pocket. I'd like to do this one. I'm hoping it works. Only work for pickup trucks, state pockets on the bed rail. This option might not be available. Blah, blah. Okay, mark as needed. Okay, I don't know that I need to. Okay, foam pad. Hoist shackle assembly. Bed rail. What the heck? Align the markings. Flange nut, spring washer, M12. Oh, well, I don't see no foam pad though. Hoist shackle. Okay, I'm getting that. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking it might be this one. Whoa. Okay, this goes, yep. Okay, that goes there like such. That goes such. That's going to go in there. You tighten that up. What the heck? Foam pad, though. I ain't got no freaking foam pad. Okay, let's go with the, there's that. Lock washer. Flange and spring washer. Okay, I see. Probably this bad boy right here. And that goes there like that. And this one here, nope, too small. Too small. There we go. Like that right there. All right, I think that's it. But I don't know what they mean by no, I ain't got no foam pad. Where do I get the foam pad at? Foam pad ×2. Well, I ain't got that. I'm assuming it's so that it goes. Okay. There's that. There's that. All right, there's that. There's that. Wait, was that the first one? Yep, there's that one. Now, where's my other lock washer? There's that. All right, there's the assembly of those. These other ones are if you got to drill it out. Dad, burn it. Why in the world would they not give me my foam pads? What I got to do is make it up. All right. Okay. Well, you guys have probably had enough of this. Just another episode of stuff we do here. And I think as soon as I get this in, I'm going to load its dump run for tomorrow. And I'm going to call it a day. I'm about spent. So I hope you have enjoyed watching me ramble about painting trucks and Memorial Day this and going to the cemetery that. As you can see, I just need to put that in that stake pocket right there. I think it should be all right. Okay. I am wore out. I don't know if you can tell or not. It's been a long day. Actually, a long few days. Had a good time with family, but you know, that wears you out. Plus, I've been working on these vehicles, trying to keep them running. And sometimes when he comes to vehicle maintenance, when it rains, it pours. Anyway, just another episode of Back 40. Hope you guys have a good Memorial Day. I'm kind of a little melancholy because I'm thinking of some of my kinfolk, my grandma and my grandpa, and I had all of my grandparents, great grandparents. I even had a great great grandma at one point. So you got a lot of generations. I was the youngest of the greats. So, but they were all living, and I remember them and have vivid memories and time with them and suppers and whatnot. And so, just thinking about them this time of year, and I don't know, makes me sad thinking about them. I guess because I miss them, but they helped form the person I am today, especially my grandma and grandpa. Joseph Hardin Sears. I broke the mold with that guy. If I could be half the man that he was, I will have accomplished something great in this world. Maybe another episode we'll talk about him. I got pictures of him. Someone painted a picture of him. I got it in my office there. But I've been thinking about him a little bit today, just missing him. Uh, he was one that on his back 40 just made it work, made it happen, whatever needed to be done. So anyway, it's been a good day, good week with family. They've all pretty much headed either back home or into town doing other stuff. So it's just me and the wife. I think she's over in the garden, putting her garden together. I probably ought to go check on her. Well, when you pillow your head tonight, know this: Big Iron loves you, and do all the things, click all the buttons, hearts and thumbs ups and comments and whatnot. And we'll see you on the next one. I'll probably do one on Memorial Day. Uh, you know, show you how this ended up, and then I got a couple of little projects around here on the 40. We'll visit. Derek is putting together this Honda motorcycle over here. I'm kind of hoping he gets that thing running. Do another little dirt bike ride. That'd be kind of fun on Memorial Day. But until then, be safe, and we'll see you next time. Have a blessed day. And don't forget, today's Saturday, what is it, 23rd? Go to church tomorrow. Be a good thing to do. All right. It's been a beautiful day today. Appreciate you spending some time with me. Remember that video? I did that little tree right there. She's growing strong. All right. Have a good night.